Okay, yo, what's good, guys? I see Babanks in the chat. What's up, bro? Patreon member, shout out. Just let us know if you guys can hear us before we get into it. Should be good. Audio should be all good if you guys just want to say something real quick.
Yes, sir. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. Okay, I think we're good to get into it. Just let everyone stroll in. Okay, what's good, people? My name is Benjy, and welcome back to the Peer Pressure Podcast, weekly live show covering all the FPL essential topics, this time ahead of Gameweek 16, joined by my two co-hosts. First, with our Chelsea regular, FPL Stark. They are winless since the Barcelona game. How are you feeling, bro?
I'm very Phil.
Okay.
One thing I'd say about Chelsea fans, though, you know when they're down, right? When they're down, right? Like they're down bad. It's just clear in their face. Like you can just see it. You don't even have to ask them. It's like a picture tells 1,000 story, right? It's that type of scenario, and I gotta give it to them. Like this does show like they care about themselves, like at the club and whatnot. So I appreciate that at least. But we'll cook Chelsea. There'll be time. The quote unquote world champions. There'll be time. We'll cook them. But
Yes.
yeah.
We will. They're still in a good position. I'm not sure if they'll get top 8 in the champs, but we'll have to see. We've also got our big boy, the elite FPL Kayman. Kayman, why don't you go ahead and set a like target for this stream for us?
Guys, we need minimum 50 likes, guys, and I'm being generous here. Like, guys, 50 likes. That's all we ask at bare minimum. Next episode, we're gonna aim for 60. Slowly but surely, we're gonna get to 100. That's our main goal. For this, anyways, this season, if we can, that would be amazing. But yeah, 50 likes, guys. I appreciate it. Come on, chat, smash that like button.
100.
Oh my days. Sorry, my
100%. 50 likes is the goal. Just a reminder, guys, you can always get our Patreon Discord if you're seeking more from us, more insight from us. A lot of our Patreon members are having fantastic seasons at the moment. We have a few sitting in the top 100k, a few guys rising into the top million already with chips to play. And that's where you're gonna, if you do get our Patreon Discord, you're gonna have access to personal insight from FBL Cayman, from Stark, from me as well with my captaincy analysis. You'll get exclusive ranking, stuff like that. It's just a fantastic place to be, and get into our community, guys, because it is just a wonderful place to interact close to the deadline on a Friday where we'll have calls, talk. Oh my, it says OBS studio disconnected. Hold up, let me just see if we're good.
Ooh.
Should be still good. Yeah, we're good. I think it just disconnected for a second. Yeah, we're gonna start with AFCON. Now, in the top left, you can see the dates in and around the competition. So from 17 to 19, that's going to be the group stage. So all the players going to AFCON, they're going to be gone at least till game week 19. When they get knocked out, they could be back for 20, okay? 20 and 21. And between 2021 and then before 22 is all of the round of 16 and the semis. And then game week 22 is actually the third place playoff and the final. If the likes of an Egypt make it that far, they could be missing all the way up until game week 22, which I think is like what, 6 weeks. And the two teams for and suffer are Sunderland and Wolves. Sunderland losing 7 players to the AFCON. They've had the largest proportion of minutes played by African players this season, followed by Wolves.
Someone said the audio is cutting out, Benji.
Oh, okay. Audio.
Is that the case for everyone in the chat? Let us know. Was the audio cutting out for all of you, or is it just how?
Yeah, I think if you reload the stream, it should be good. Because I think it disconnected for a minute, but we should be good to go. Yeah, we'll just continue because I think it says everything's good from my end. But yeah,
the audio's fine for everyone.
Cool. What I wanted to ask you, Sak, is in terms of those two teams that I've mentioned, Sunderland and Wolves, are you personally looking to target them during this period, considering the amount of players that they're losing?
Like the only player I can think of that starts for Sunderland is Ronaldo and Siddiqui. I can't think of anyone else. And then who's the other team you say?
Wolves. So
I mean, I've been targeting Wolves already, so nothing changes there. They're terrible.
Yeah. I'll just list out a few of the players that Wolves and Sunderland are losing. So Wolves are losing Agbadu, Munetsi, Chirewa, Chachua, and Arakadare. So at least 2 starters in terms of Agbadu and Munetsi. I think Chirera's played some minutes as well. And Sunderland are losing Traore, Adingra, Sadiki, Masuaku, Taubi, Reynildo, Mendava, and Habib Diarra, who is going to be at the AFCON for Senegal, hopefully. I think he is still injured. So, yeah, just something to keep in mind. Kayman, any thoughts here? You're muted, by the way.
Yeah, I think I'm going to target your beloved Everton, Moyes. I think Moyes is missing Ghana and NDI, isn't it? I think the fixtures are good for them. I know obviously the content creators I think are starting to recommend Tarkovsky and Keane and the likes, right? I think it is underestimated how important Ghana is, as well as NDI is, both offensively and defensively. I think missing those two, we would definitely, hurt them. I think they will be at least 10 to 20% weaker on both offense and defense. And I'll look to target them, and I'll be doing that on free hit as well. Another team to look out for is probably Fulham. They're missing Iobi, and they're already quite short of attackers, right? So that's one of the key players they're going to miss. So Fulham could also be weakened there, and their attacking options is quite poor anyways. They got King, a 18-year-old that they rely on if there's any injuries. So Fulham is another one maybe we could target. And then I would say Palace, could they drop off form? I mean, they made Munoz is injured, right? And then now Sar's going to AFCON. That's their second best player, arguably, if not third. Could those teams become, a targetable fixture, or because of the pedigree and the manager that's managing the club, that they'll figure it out, and maybe we shouldn't be targeting them? And that's something that I would love to discuss, to be honest. Crystal Palace assets that a lot of us own. So, yeah.
We will get on to Crystal Palace. The final team I do want to mention, obviously Man United losing Ahmad and Mbeumo came in. I'm assuming that's going to be a big impact, right?
Oh man, I'm worried, Benji. I think if we can somehow stay afloat, stay within the striking distance of top 5 while those two are away, I think we have some hope to get it. But I think the fixtures does help us. I think there's Wolves that we play right while they're away, Wolves and Burnley. I think those two we should on paper be able to beat. But with United, you never know. Like whatever you expect on paper doesn't normally happen. It's a bit more unpredictable. So I don't see us getting results versus Villa and Newcastle, respectfully. I think Villa always going to be tough for us with the Ahmad and Bimo. And also Newcastle, I don't see us getting result. But I'm relying on us to get at least 6 points for Wolves and Burnley, even without Ahmad and Bimo. So is that when they're back after Wolves and Leeds? Is that game 20, right?
So it depends. So 17 to 19 they will miss, because all players are going to miss. That's group stages. Could be back for 20, which is for Manchester United. Leeds, they could be back for Leeds and Burnley.
Worst case, we will survive to 21. I'm saying United can survive up into 21 if we drop. I don't know, if we lose two games, max 3. We cannot be losing all of them. We have to win at least 2 out of the next 5, I would say. Then City, Arsenal, I'm sorry, we need them. We need them for those 2, like must. So I'm hoping
100%.
maybe by 22 they'll be back. And our top 5 hope is still, I predicted our United to get top 6 finish to start the season. So I'm still gonna stand on it, even though I'm not backing Amarim. I'm backing the players that we signed in the summer. So I think we can just about survive, bro.
100%. I would also caution Fulham attackers, because in terms, I don't actually have the graphic up here, but if you look at the total proportion of goals contributed by African players, Fulham most, and considering that Nigeria could probably could go quite deep in the I think they got to the finals last year. Did they? I think it was Nigeria, Ivory Coast, or not last year, but the most recent AFCON. So that is something to keep in mind if you're looking at a Raul. Even on free hit, we're going to talk about Kayman's free hit 16 as well. Just to keep in mind with like a Harry Wilson this week. They do have Newcastle away in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday. That could potentially impact some minutes there for the attackers, considering Trequazi and Iwobi are still available for this game. I guess we'll go into the defenders now, guys. Daniel Munoz confirmed out 4 to 6 weeks, knee surgery. Stock, if you owned him, where would you be going as your replacement?
I didn't own Vandenberg. I'd punt him at his price point. I like him for a long term. They've got great home fixtures. So he's nice to rotate. If you don't have O'Reilly, I'd looking at him. I don't know if he'll play this game, but I think he's run and his performances have been incredible. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him play. Pictures are great. Also, potentially, like if you can bench Munoz this week, I'd look at potentially getting Calafiori next game week.
Yeah.
Those are the players.
I'm struggling with defense right now. I think we lost quite a few big hitters, Stark and Benji. I think we lost to Gabriel. We lost the likes of Calafiori this week for short term, of course, and Timber. We don't know. We lost what's his name, Munoz now as well. So these were template picks that pretty much most people had. If you didn't have Munoz, you had like one of Palace, Lacroix, Richards. You had someone, right? But in terms of big hitters like the premium defenders, the likes of Munoz, the likes of Gabriel being injured now, Calafiori also suspended, Timber maybe down as well. We're slowly start to see the decline in defenders in terms of premium. So what should be the meta now, Benji, in terms of how do we now navigate this? I know we've got to be honest, the AFCON transfer coming in handy right now. We've all criticized it, but now they're actually coming in handy, like respectfully, because I think a lot of us have at least 2 to 3 problems in our team.
100%.
so it might be a blessing in disguise, right?
So for me, this is the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Number one, I think Stock's spot on with Vandenberg. I really like the 4-5 market this week, 4-5, 4-6, just because there's some really nice entrances with the Joachim Andersen, and Vandenberg is there. Next week, you could potentially enter into a Van Heck, which is kind of nice, but he's a rotation piece. Obviously, his fixtures aren't smooth sailing. But for me, the top target, I said this in my transfer tips video yesterday, is actually Nico O'Reilly. He's averaging the most non-pen XGI per 90 out of all defenders across the entire game. He's only 5.2 mil. I think we've seen his minutes now. He is by far first choice, 6 foot plus. He's great in the Premier League meta. He scored from a set piece again, got another return from a set piece against Madrid. I think if you don't own O'Reilly, I don't care that it's Palace away as the entrance. I really, really like him, and he's somebody that I'm looking at.
Okay, so
Stock, as a TO owner, do you think he's an okay buy this week?
I wouldn't buy this week. I'd wait till after the United game. Or after that game.
All of a sudden, I'm glad, Stark, that I have a Newcastle defender, because all roads gonna lead to them now. Sooner or later, people are gonna start buying them because the Arsenal boys are dropping like flies. Palace boys are gonna. We predicted them to. Well, I predicted them to drop like flies as well. But there's this one man who seems to be like Thanos this season. I don't know what it is with him. He's obsessed. I don't know. Like, is it because he was looking for a move that he needs to get his GA up for some reason? But someone needs to remind him, you're not a striker, you're not a winger, you're a freaking centre back. You don't need GA to get a transfer, mate. You can go to Liverpool, Madrid. I'm on the market this week, bro. He will be my short list for sure. Top 3 short list. Because he's inevitable. I can't ignore what this guy's doing. He's the second highest scorer outside of Haaland. How is this even possible? How? He's a 4.5 million freaking centre back. Plays for Crystal Palace, who hardly ever score any goals. Like, what is happening, bro? How? I'm fuming, bro.
I think Palace might struggle. I think they might struggle to score in their next 3 games. This is the really busy schedule for them, where they've got. I think they play a Conference League game on the 18th of December, and then they play Leeds on the 20th. I might start Road on that game.
Don't you think they'll rely on more set pieces than Stock? Like, they'll be more even defensively, more they'll be even more compact, and they will probably look at pieces even more so now. I think that's one of the reasons why I'd still consider Gehi, because he seems to be the focal point for their set piece threat, like how Gabriel is for Arsenal, you know?
Yeah, I think it's a good point, but my point was more of the fact that if I have a defender playing against Palace, I'm going to be more inclined to play them, because I think Palace might struggle to score themselves because they just look very fatigued.
Fair enough.
And with, Saar going, Mateta's being managed, obviously this knee issue. And Stock's right, it's on the 18th, they play in the Conference League at home. On the 20th, they play Leeds. And then the 23rd, they have Arsenal away in the Cup. So it's basically not until the midweek coming into 18, that they actually have a rest of like 5+ days for their starting squad. They're already losing players. We know Daniel Munoz is key to that Palace system. Klein is just not going to do the job. And for me, I think the Palace wagon is fully falling off. One more significant injury whether it's in the back line or to an Adam Wharton or to a Mateta, and they are in serious trouble. So I'm 100% with stock. Crystal Palace assets are not a buy right now. Actually, I think they're more of a sell, especially Munoz.
Hey, how?
I don't know
Munoz-
though, bro. I don't know. I disagree with that one because the fixtures are still good, bro. Leeds, Fulham, and then what's the other one?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Leeds, Fulham, Tottenham
Leeds.
at home. Yeah.
Okay, Tottenham is tough, fair enough. But Leeds and Fulham, I think, like even Fulham, they, as we spoke about them, right? They're still in the Carabao Cup. They still got a lot of games to play. Plus, they don't have a depth squad. Same thing with Palace as well, right? I'd say for the next two, it's okay. But like, would you prefer them over? Like, would you pick a Brentford defender or a Brighton defender ahead of Palace defender, even with this injury crisis with them now? I don't know if I would.
Well, the FFS Scout fixture ticker does have them in the top 3 over the next 12 weeks. And I do think they have a few good fixtures, but for me, I'm not looking to carry them into this congestion, and I only see their injuries getting worse from here. I don't see it getting better. So I still think they're a sell.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a coincidence that Munoz, who's really has proven that he's a really durable Premier League athlete, is now injured playing for Crystal Palace this season, who have ridiculous fixture congestion? I don't.
Me too.
Not a coincidence.
No, I know, but it's just he's just every week is just hurting me, man. He's owned by he's the second highest defender owned, I think, or maybe the highest owned. It's just it's one of those ones where it's like how long is it gonna carry on? When is it gonna stop? These random GAs coming out of nowhere. If you combine that with a clean sheet, you're looking at a massive double-digit haul, which he already has 3 or 4 times this season already. Like ridiculous.
My prediction for Palace would be maybe DEFCON numbers increase because they have to, like you said, be more compact and sit back and grind results out. But I just think overall as a team, they'll struggle. Like this is an unseen amount of games in like a 8-day.
It's like almost they gotta pick which competition they want to prioritize. I think they're gonna have to start making a decision. You know how Ange did it last season, right? With Premier League, he just didn't care about the Premier League. He was just rotating like crazy.
At least he had players to rotate in. Like Glasner doesn't have anyone.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anyone.
He doesn't have anyone.
He doesn't have anyone. That is true. He doesn't actually have anyone. Klein is 3.8, guys. If you want an enabler, that's the best enabler in the game for the next month and a half.
It's not a bad shout. Like on a wild card, it's not a bad shout at all, is it? Like as your fifth defender.
Not. Let's talk about Urian Timber. So the news around Urian Timber that we got was he was in training photos. He was in training Monday, Tuesday. We got the pictures. He was there. He was fit. He traveled with the squad to Bruges. And then Arteta said in the press conference after the 3-0 win that in the morning they had 2 guys who couldn't make it in the morning. In Calafiori. Calafiori actually managed to be in the squad and come on for half an hour, but Timber was completely left out of the squad. So it does look like he has probably picked up something in the last 48 hours, and that is a concern with Ben White looking pretty fit, pretty good. He played very well against Brentford as well, so it shows that he can compete at the Premier League level, especially in these easy home games. And who do they have next? Wolves at home. It's perfect fixture for the likes of a Ben White. Obviously we know Arteta's not going to come out and he's not going to say Timber is not playing, right? What do you... Let's say we don't get any photos of him in training and Arteta says he's a 50-50 call. What would you do with Urian Timber this week?
He's a keep.
I'd risk it. I'd risk playing. I'd put him in my starting 11 because I feel like if he is injured, he's not going to feature. If he's fit, he's going to start. I don't see him being subbed on.
Yeah.
If he really is injured.
Especially if Saliba is out, I don't see him being subbed on, right? Like, it's either he plays or he doesn't, right? So if Saliba is out.
Let's say that Arteta magically something happens to his mind and he actually does come out and say, Timber's out for this week, but he's back for Everton. What would you do?
I would keep. Like, you're going to lose so much value, especially if you bought him for 5.8 like me. I don't know when people bought him in, in the team. I know we got the transfers to do luxury moves. I know that. I am aware of that. But I'm not willing to sacrifice 0.7 million in value just for 1 week. I'd rather upgrade another position or play a DEFCON defender, Or if I wanted to get someone in, as I said, Klein is just sitting there for 3.8 million. It's a no-brainer, just an enabler. So I think if I had to do something like that, I would do it. But I wouldn't sell Timber if he's out for a short term. However, if we get confirmation that he's out for 3 to 4 weeks or even 2 weeks, then I would consider selling him. Yeah.
Stock. Keep.
Keep him, yeah.
Well, for me, I think because Timber's already been rotated once, and the fact that Ben White's proven that he is up to Premier League level, I'm actually willing to sell Timber if we get any sort of confirmation, because I didn't buy him at 5'8" like Kayman. I bought him at 6'3". He's already risen twice. I've made 0.1. I don't really think that he's actually worth 6.5 mil, 6.4, 6.3. And not to mention, I actually just expect more rotation in some of those Arsenal slots coming down the line, because there's more midweek rounds to come. There's more easy fixtures to come for Arsenal. Timber will be one of those protected. I don't know if you guys agree with that. I don't think he's nailed for every single.
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with
10 out of 10 starts in the next 10.
I agree. No one is nailed for 10 out of 10 starts. We've seen Saliba being rotated this season, right? So I wouldn't say anyone is nailed for 10 out of 10 starts. But if I'm getting 90% or 80%, I'll take it, because I'll have a strong depth squad right now to be able to compensate for that. What I was gonna say regarding the your statement about him being a sell, I necessarily don't agree, because and the fixtures you're coming up are exactly easy. Like Everton away is not easy for them, right? And then you also have what Brighton, like they're not easy fixtures. They're going to be tough fixtures. Arteta would want to play his best 11, and there's only 2 points gap between City and Arsenal. So City are breathing down Arsenal's neck right now. So I don't think it's necessarily easy in the Premier League, anyways. But in the Champions League, they're sitting comfortable, right? They're on the top of the table, and they're sitting comfortable. And then in the Carabao Cup, I don't think they necessarily need to go for that. Like they don't need to go for a Carabao Cup. That's not.
It's Palace
not
at
important
home
for
as well, so they can rotate.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, Palace is weak as well right now, so I think they both will rotate.
It's just this is the way I look at Timber. Like for me, the games I want him in are the games he's going to be rotated in, and that for me is an issue at the price I bought him. It's different for you. You got him at 5'8". It's much cheaper, right? Like, but for me, I'm paying 0.4 more, which is actually quite a lot. Like that's the difference between a Lacroix and a Tarkowski. That's the difference between a Senesi and a O'Reilly for me. Like that, it's quite a big gap for me, and that's why I don't feel the need to really just sit on this guy, because I don't believe in him long term. So let's see what information we get from Mikel Arteta on Friday. We probably won't get much, but the boys are basically saying, guys, he is a hold if Arteta doesn't really give much information. If he's confirmed out for 1 week, he's still a hold in their mind. But for me, I think I might sell him and go to Hincapi, who's very cheap, 5.4 mil. He had 2 shots in 63 minutes in the Champions League, hit the post as well. And he hit DEFCON in both of his last 2 in the Prem. He's obviously playing that left center back role. Stock, is there any interest from you, considering you do have an Arsenal slot open?
Yeah. See, if I'm not a fan of the fullbacks because of the possible rotation, but you do have to caveat with the fact that if they play 9 out of 10 and they do get benched once, the potential for them to haul in 5 out of those 9 fixtures they do play is significantly high in play. Of course, all the Arsenal defenders can get a set piece goal. But if you go for the centre back, so if you go for Hincapi for 2-3 game weeks, and then when Gabriel's back, you just move him to Gabriel, you're probably nailed to get every game.
Huh?
I do rate the Hincapi shout.
Yeah, I like him too.
But he's very.
You don't like Calafiori? You don't like Calafiori?
I do like Calafiori more than Timber because of the price difference. It's a shame that he's suspended.
Yeah, I think I'm glad he's suspended, because I'm a free hit, because I think people would have jumped on him this week like heavy, and he would have risen in price at least 2 or 3 times. So I think for me the entry point is Everton, and the way I would look at Calafiori and Timber is the way I look at O'Reilly, the way I look at Munoz is I don't need the def point. It's traditional. Give me a GA, like give me an assist. And to be honest, Calafiori was actually quite close to hitting DEFCON a few times in the top of fixtures. It's just got that he got subbed off because he picked up a yellow. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna still double up on Arsenal defense. I still think the best defense in the league, even with all these injuries, are Arsenal. And yeah, I think that's someone that I'll be looking at for Munoz replacement if you're in the market. As obviously this tough this week for you if you're not on free hit, but for people that are on free hit, I'll look at him
Yeah.
in the coming week.
For-
Calafiori is gonna have a run where he just hauls like Munoz soon.
Yeah.
Because he's getting such good positions. He's just not getting the final, the finishing
Yep.
touch.
So if you look at some of the stats we have, shot attempts per 90, Calafiori's averaging the most per 90 out of all defenders on the sheet, followed by O'Reilly, then Timber. So he is extremely attacking. His non-pen XGI is above 0.20 per 90, which is really solid. He is the only defender not to hit DEFCON yet on this list, but I do think that's partly down to some minutes concerns. Like he's been subbed out 74 minutes when he was on 9 DEFCON, so that's just something to keep in mind. In terms of defensively, Arsenal by far the best defense in every single metric apart from set piece defense. Brentford's actually the best there. And if you're looking to invest, this is what I'm saying. City are sitting second from open play XGC and non-pen XGC, so they are a very good defense. And Liverpool, after a few good fixtures, have crept into the top 5 for both open play and non-pen. So something to keep in mind.
How is that possible? How is that? How are they so high?
Thank goodness for the eye test.
Thank God for the eye test. I mean, this is the thing.
Bro,
So
what is this absolute horror? I'm sorry. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let me know again.
So I'll just say that
why are people selling Van Dijk then? Gone.
Because well, this is the thing. Like, if you look at them set piece wise, like they are pretty. I mean, they're okay. They've conceded 10 goals from set pieces, but from non-pen XGC, from 15.4 non-pen XGC, they've conceded 22 goals. So they probably have conceded more than they should have. But I just think they're still a bad defense. Based on expected goals, they are a decent defense. But then again, they've had easy fixtures, right? They're supposed to be keeping cleans in this patch, and they haven't. Like, if you look at this sheet, Van Dijk's only returned 4 GA plus clean sheets this season. That's like the lowest on the entire sheet, apart from Hincapi, who hasn't basically played many games. So they're pretty bad.
I do want to ask about one quick question on the defense, if you don't mind, Stark. What's your thoughts on Chalobah on free hit as someone that you've obviously enjoyed the pleasure of obviously having the haul from Van de Ven as well as Thiaw for Everton? Would someone that interests you on free hit to target the Everton backline on set pieces?
We go to your free hit team so I can see who you would be replacing.
Maybe I might have jumped the gun, but yeah.
That's fine.
So Kayman's free hits on the right.
Yeah.
Rip into it, bro. Rip into
it. Skelly. See, Hincapi versus Skelly would be an interesting one. I get why you'd go Skelly.
Yeah.
His name Saka.
Yeah.
He's still
I don't know what's going on with,
bro. No Bruno, bro.
Chalobah instead of Cucurella, is that your discussion?
Yeah, no. If I was to go Chalobah, I would have Mbeumo instead of Semenyo. And the only reason why I would have Mbeumo is because of the fact that what he did versus Brighton, and I consider Brighton and Bournemouth to be similar style of opponents for Mbeumo. The one thing, of course, is putting me off Mbeumo is the eye test. He hasn't passed the eye test in the last. Although he hasn't returned, he's been costed severely. If anyone has watched him play football, it's not his fault that he blanked. It is literally Evan Olsen. The man has scored 2 goals back-to-back games and has been ruled out because of Evan Olsen. But anyways, I digress. But it would be Chalobah and Mbeumo combination, or Cucurella and Semenyo. But the rest is pretty locked, I think.
See, I'd want a United midfielder, 100%. I think Bournemouth are just so vulnerable on the transition. They're just a very exciting team, and they just have open games, entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
So Mbeumo before AFCON's a shout.
We can use this segment to talk about Kayman's free hit. I'll show you on the left-hand side is free hit 16 from FPL Review, at AI team. They've gone with a triple Manchester United midfield, which honestly I do understand, because when we go into captaincy, you'll see it, but Bournemouth are averaging the second highest defensive line in the league behind Arsenal. So they really play high. They press man-to-man system. It's going to be a good game for the likes of Brian Mbeumo on the break. I'd imagine Cunha will also get spacing behind. So I can understand why the models are super high on United for this game. And I would definitely have one man.
No, I understand as well. No, I understand. It's just that as a United fan, it hurts you even more when Mbeumo has a stinker, or he can't pass, or he can't finish. It's a bit more personal, right? So and I've been watching him as a fan of United and him as well, and Cunha as well. And I've been quite disappointed. Although he returned last week, I just thought they could have done much more, right? Way more. And
Yeah.
I think it is. Listen, I'd still probably have Mbemo, but I just wanted to hear Stark's thoughts on Chalobah because for me, it's is this someone that's obviously I know you're not a fan of Chalobah Stark from a Chelsea fan point of view in terms of he makes mistakes and obviously you would have want ideally someone else stay in place of him, but in terms of output, he's actually done well this season. Like he's actually
No, he
genuinely.
has,
What's
yeah.
his ranking in terms of defenders? Like the guy has
So
been ticking along nicely.
Chalobah is actually like top 4 or top 5 for defender returns this season.
That's what
GA
I'm
plus
saying.
clean sheet.
Is he not above Cucurella that we all love and rate so much? For Cucurella, we
he
rave
is,
about him, but
he is.
there we go. So
Uh,
yeah, I'd love to
yeah,
hear thoughts, man.
Everton at home. No, I think if it enables Mbeumo, then I think it's a sacrifice that's worthwhile because Chalobah is good for DEFCON, he's good from set pieces, and it's the same defense. I think Gusto might play right back. Reece James might get arrested because he's played 2 games. So when Gusto plays, Cucurella essentially suffers because he drops in more. That I would definitely not have Cucurella.
Okay, so is Gusto an option, or is that something that's me being too spicy there, trying to predict the rotation?
In this meta, I'd rather just go Chalobah because he's good at DEFCON and good from set pieces.
Yeah.
No, fair enough. So
like,
then I will go Chalobah. Yeah.
Chalobah's DEFCON hit rate's like 36%, and for a team in possession, a possession-based team, like control-based team like Chelsea, that's very good hit rate. Stock, I was expecting you to dig more into his free hit, bro, because I see a Liverpool guy there.
Oh man.
Ekitike.
Oh god.
Yeah, man. Ekitike played 90 minutes midweek, so I'm not sure who the alternative. I quite like Dango against Leeds, but I'm a bit skeptical on Brentford as a whole for this game.
Same, exactly, because there's no Shade, and that's one of their best players, and they don't have depth like they did when they had Wissa and Bumo and Tony and them guys, right? I think Leeds are gonna fancy their chances versus Brentford. Personally, I think they will.
I like the Eze punt. Obviously, I've got Eze in my team, and I think.
Oh, bro, I'm so excited too, bro. I wanted to own him the whole season. Remember, the whole season I wanted to own him. It's just I never got around to it. So that man, no one is unless I hear the guy's benched. No one is stopping me from picking him. No one is stopping me. No Benjy, no Stark, no one. Nobody's stopping me from picking that guy, bro. The eye test, he passed the eye test, bro.
He got subbed off at halftime in the last game because he had a stinker at left wing. So if he plays, I'm assuming it's Rice with 2 like 8/10 system. So he'll be in his natural position, his favorite position. Wolves are absolutely terrible. Like Wolves against United, that was the first game I watched them. I thought these guys have just given up. It was really bad, an ass whooping.
Yeah. In terms of what the analytical models think for a free hit this week, they're saying back the double Arsenal. They like Dango. They like the United mids. They think I guess I do understand it. I agree. I just think it's hard to find cleans this week. I don't know, Stock. Do you? Oh, I don't want to spoil that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but is that really a wild card AI 16 team? Can you go to that? Bro. Why have they got triple? Why have they got? Oh no, it's not triple unit. It's double United. Double United mids when Mbeumo goes to AFCON.
They got Soboslai in there actually.
Well, you know, because his pen share's gone up, right? So now they're hot on him.
Listen, I get having a United mid, but triple is ridiculous.
No, it's double. It's double.
Born. Kenya, Bruno, and Mbeumo.
No, but on the free hit, you got triple though.
Free hit is free hit.
That's a bit mad.
Free hit, they've gone triple. Yeah.
Yeah, that's ludicrous in my opinion.
That's a bit crazy.
I know, right? Yeah, that's how high. That's how high the models are on that game for us. It's crazy.
Bro, is it Bournemouth or is it Benjy's Canadian 11-a-side team? Like, what are we talking about?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Bro, last season they beat us 3-0, bro. I don't know why people think this is gonna be a smooth sailing, bro. Like, this could be a tough game for us, bro. Genuinely, like, I would not be surprised if we drop points to them. And furthermore, I'm going into this game thinking that, bro, we're underdogs right now. I'm respectfully that Wolves result is not fooling me.
I see. What's their thinking? What's their logic behind double Arsenal defense? Is it the lack of clean sheets elsewhere and
which I understand, right? Like, I do get it, and they're not high on Chelsea this week. They're I think the way that the models are
Well,
looking at it is like stylistically it's a good game for United because Bournemouth are not a team that sits in a low block. And the games that we've struggled at home was like West Ham, cagey, deep, set pieces, Everton scored early, red card, 10 men sat behind the ball. But Bournemouth are not going to do that, right? Bournemouth are a team that play front foot football, press man to man, right? High line. So I think it does suit
okay, but
us.
it suits us, but then it also like it also can hurt us as well if we don't have the likes of Delete and instead if we play Heaven there like and Mazraoui as centre back. I think if we have Heaven and Mazraoui as centre backs, it could be 3-0 Bournemouth like very easily.
No,
Like those
I
two
don't
guys,
see
come on,
Bournemouth
what are we
keeping a
doing?
clean sheet. Well, I don't see Bournemouth keeping clean.
No, not clean sheets, but you know what I mean. Like I think it's gonna be a long day. Like those two cannot be starting centre back in the Premier League. I'm sorry, it cannot be. That cannot be happening.
Well,
What is happening? Why is Heaven an 18-year-old starting for us? I'm sorry, he's too young, bro. He's too young.
Well, we don't have anyone else because Maguire and Delict are
Bro,
not
not every
pictured in
youngster is
training
a
today.
Yamal, bro. Not every youngster is a freaking Esteval, bro. We can't be doing this, bro.
Yeah.
Heaven is not ready to be starting in the Premier League right now. I'm sorry, he's not.
Well, those are just food for thought. But overall, what do you think about Kayman's free hit? Triple Chelsea, double Arsenal attack. Like, you like it, or what would you change here? Because we got to help him, man. Got to help him.
The one I'm not sure about is Ekatike because I don't know if Liverpool will score like 2 or 3 goals in this game. I think they're going to be leggy. There's a lack of rotation options there. Ekatike is going to play again. He's just played 90.
I could just do Semenyo and also call Mbimo, to be honest, combination. Just I expect to bang up for United and Bournemouth, and then the only thing that puts me off Semenyo and Mbimo is because I already own them in my current team. So it's that reluctancy of like, oh, I'm basically feeding into my own team. Do you know what I mean? Like only difference would be in my midfield is I'll have Palmer and Eze. And I already have Thiago and Haaland in my normal team. Like so I'm free hitting for Palmer and Eze and like Cucurella, like do you know what I mean? It's it's tough. Like I want to have one of Semenyo or Mbimo. I don't want to have both. I don't think.
You keep saying Mbeumo, but I think the Man United mid staring you right in the face, and he has done all season. I'm not gonna say his name. You know who
Bruno
it is.
Fernandes. Yeah.
Because
No, Bruno Fernandes. No, for other people. For other people, guys. For by the way, disclaimer. By the way, if you're on free hit and obviously you want a United mid, I would put Bruno ahead of Mbeumo even this week. And the reason is simple. Like the guy has infinite routes to punch, and he's teleporting on the pitch. I don't know how he's playing as a striker, playing as a centre back, playing as a DM, sometimes playing as a goalkeeper. I don't know how he's in 10 positions at once. I don't know how that's possible. He's got supernatural powers or something. I don't know how. When Cunha is in transition in the box and he wants to score the ball, why is Bruno Fernandes the DM on the box? On the box instead of freaking Brandon Mbeumo or Ahmad? Why? That I don't know. It's okay though.
Well,
it's okay.
This is the thing. Bruno Fernandes, the second midfielder up to 10 FPL GA this season. He's top 4 midfielder points now. And he's leading the Playmaker Award at the moment. I just think the routes to points, the DEFCON, he is going to be spraying those balls as well. Bournemouth play a very high line. He'll be playing the balls over the top, and I think this is a nice game stylistically for him.
Yeah.
What about
Nothing.
Glocker? What about Glockerez?
Oh man,
Victor.
He started right in the Champions League. That's the problem. Like that's why I don't think he gets 90.
Yeah,
right?
he got subbed off in the 60th minute, and his competitor Marino played 90 minutes. So you never know. Like Marino could be the one to be rested versus Wolves. Glockerez starts, try and boost the confidence. I don't know. Like just food for thought.
Yeah.
What we know about Gyökeres is he was a flat track bully in the Portuguese league. Most of his goals came against the lower opposition, and this is the lowest opposition he can possibly play. Wolves at home, right? So I get it from that perspective, but I do really like Eze as a punt, like Stock was saying this week. And if I think I would be going there over Gyökeres just because who knows how many minutes he can get with Gabriel Jesus back. Gabriel Jesus got minutes in the champs. Like I'm just a bit concerned from that perspective, but it is a good game for him, for sure.
But thoughts on Watkins talk instead of what's his name? Ekatike. What's your thoughts on Watkins?
Watkins. Who did Villa play again?
West Ham.
West Ham away. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Not Villa are a strong home team. I just think
Yeah.
um
Mm.
Nuno Ball, he's just I don't know if Nuno Ball will be whooped at home.
No, I don't think he will get whooped, but I can see obviously, them conceding 1 or 2, but not 3 or 4 new. I don't think. Yeah, it's tough, and he's a 60 minutes man as well, so he's not getting 90s these days. So that's a tough thing to go there. Even with Ekatike, I don't think he gets 90 as well. Probably doesn't. It's just tough this week. Maybe the meta is to just go maybe 2 strikers. Maybe I don't know. Raul is also another 1 minute risk. 72 minutes probably subbed off then.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just maybe the strikers are not worth it. Maybe it is. Maybe the free hit should be just safe. Like even though I own these players in my team, I actually didn't free hit, man. Like now that I look back, I didn't need to free hit. Like my midfield was Mbemo, Semenyo, Foden, Saka. Like I didn't need to free hit at all. Like
I don't know. I think
it's
that's a bit of
just-
hindsight came in because you do have triple Man City and also 2 Palace. That's 5 players in that game. So
yeah,
I think it made sense
yeah.
for
Triple
you to
Man
free
City
hit.
is good for Palace away. But
Yeah,
Triple Man City is
it's
good for Palace
okay.
away.
It's okay. In terms of midfielders, I think that's probably where you're going to be looking in the market on your free hit. I noticed Phil Foden wasn't in your team or the AI team on free hit 16. So Stock, do you think taking on Foden makes sense this week on free hit?
Yeah, he's played a lot of games. He could be rested. Who knows? Like it's always a risk. Palace away. No, they're leggy, but do we think City are gonna smoke them like 4-5? No, I don't know. I think they'll try their best to grind out a result. I wouldn't have Foden on a free hit. I don't think
Palmer, your boy,
he'd be in my free hit,
Surely,
yeah.
right?
But
he would be in mine as
Surely,
well.
bro. He has to be. He has to be, bro.
yeah,
Listen, it's vibes, bro. That one is vibes, bro. He doesn't do anything. It's okay, bro. It's vibes, bro. It's a classic one. You back a premium. They don't do well. It is what it is, bro. He's a premium.
Yeah, it's
10 million for a
yeah.
reason, bro. It is what it is.
And Stock, he
Yeah.
was left out of the Champions League squad as well, right?
yeah.
So yeah, I think
was,
he
yeah.
definitely gets a start. I think you've just got to chance it with Palmer. If you're on free hit, I would be chancing it. I know
Yeah.
he's rusty, but like you
Yeah.
have Palmer in a week where you know he's gonna start back from injury. Nobody
Yeah.
in the engaged community is gonna own him this week. I think you've got to go for
Exactly.
Palmer.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Some other interesting news is Mohamed Kudus is now the confirmed Tottenham penalty taker while Dominic Solanke is out. Richarlison was on the pitch. He took the penalty, which means Kudus is now on one side of corners 100%, also on penalties 100% for Tottenham at just 6.5 million. Keep an eye on Mo Kudus. There is a run coming up for Tottenham, 19-22, where he had 23, where he has Brentford, Sunderland, Bournemouth, West Ham, and Burnley. That could be a nice little run if you're looking in the 6-5.
Do you remember last pod when I asked you about him, Benjy? Last pod I
Benjy.
asked you about him. I said, keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missing
Go on.
2 great You're missing 2 great fixtures.
Which one?
Forest and Liverpool at home. Liverpool at home's a captainable fixture.
It is. No, it is a good fixture. It is, yeah.
Yeah. I'm joking. I'm taking
No,
it too far.
no, you can't be joking. That's true. It's true. I agree. No, hold on. Let me look at Spurs fixture. I might be on Kudus. I might be there. We might have to be there, man.
Because
Forest and Liverpool are
Forest
not
play
tough.
tonight. Forest play tonight, so they're going to be leggy. I believe they're away as well. I think they're playing Utrecht away.
Yes, Nottingham Forest spacing. Yes, Utrecht away, and then it's a Thursday, Sunday turnaround to Tottenham. They do have a free midweek next week. Forest, I've been pretty disappointed with Forest because Murillo's hamstring it's been on and off this season, and I saw against Everton, they were very poor. They got smashed 3-0 away, and that was an Everton team with no Idrissa Gana Gueye, no Tim Irigbunam as well in the midfield, so it was very weak Everton team, and they still got smashed. So I think Forest without Murillo are quite poor, actually. It's a good fixture. Yeah. One to keep an eye on. Kudus at 6.5, very cheap.
Yep, very cheap.
Elsewhere,
Asset as well.
yeah, I've put Harry Wilson on there for now, but I don't think his minutes get good until Forest at home. Personally, I wouldn't even be looking at there.
Can we talk about Soboslai, by the way? Can we talk about Soboslai? Benjy, can we talk about Soboslai?
Yeah, we can talk about him.
Okay, is this someone would you guys buy right knowing that he's got at least 30% of pen share when Issa goes to the bench? because obviously Salah's going to AFCON as well. So if you're in the market to buy a midfielder this week, would he be in your shortlist?
No. It's
Why
I
not?
mean, it's
Their fixtures
Liverpool,
are
man.
still
I mean,
okay. I mean, Brighton, entry point.
look, if we look at attacking data this season, Liverpool are okay they're decent. They're top, they're fifth right now for non-pen XG. Open play XG, they are second, but they've had good fixtures, right? They're off a patch of good fixtures. That's why their metrics are up there. But for me, Szoboszlai, I don't know, especially buying him this week when Connor Bradley's suspended. He's probably going to be a little bit deeper on that right-hand side. It's just not for me. Not for me. His DEFCON hit rates
No,
are
I
going
don't think.
down.
I don't think he'll be right back. I think Gomez is going to play there. They got a good performance out of Gomez in the Champions League. I mean, I watched that into game because actually he had a phenomenal performance. I think he starts that. So I think Szoboszlai it does play advanced, whether it's right wing or whether it's 10, advanced 10, whatever formation Tua wants to play. I think if I was the market, if I had a strong bench depth, I would consider buying Szoboszlai. I don't think it's a bad entry point this week. And I think I mean, look, if you wanted to cover Liverpool attack, I wouldn't mind taking a risk for 6.5 million instead of paying 10.4 million for Isak or what is it, 8.6 million for Ekitike. I think
Yeah, 8.5.
I'd be willing to throw in 6.5.
8.4 for Ekitike.
8.4 for Ekitike, yeah.
Yeah. Kayman, if you didn't have Phil Foden, obviously not on a free hit, would you buy him this week?
If I had to use a transfer, yes, I think I would buy him. It's a similar thing with Bruno Fernandes. If you didn't have any United attacker, I understand why you would buy him this week. But if I had to pick whether it's Foden or Bruno to buy this week, I would choose Foden because I think this next two is better than what Bruno has. I think even Rice, I think if he's fit, I'm not sure if he's fit or not. I think I would even have Rice ahead of Bruno Fernandes. And that's not agenda, by the way. I'm going off based off fixtures. I think Bruno could definitely do well, but I do think his ceiling is lower in 17 and 18. So yeah, I think I would definitely buy the likes of Foden and Rice, and yeah.
Bro just said, okay, listen, Rice is fit, by the way, guys. He was ill this week. That's why he didn't travel. It's not an injury. But I think Bruno Fernandes, this is the thing with Bruno. If you don't have him, I said this in my transfer tips video, is you don't need to buy him now, but you can. You can buy him any week because he's just his routes to points. You just don't, no other pick in the entire game offers what he offers. So I think you can buy him any week, and obviously he's in great form. But what I will say is, if you want him 19, 20, and
Superman.
21, if you want him for those 3 games, and you're going to buy him in 19, you're going to buy him for 9-4. Guys, you're going to be buying 9-4, 9-5, whatever it is. So ultimately, I think you can just go for him this week. It makes sense. And that's the same with Phil Foden. That's why when we go to my team later, you'll see I have brought him in because, I mean, he's going to 8-7 probably in the next 2 days. So it's not even worth
It's not the same, though. It's go West Ham and Forest at home.
He's got Palace this week, Foden. Palace away.
He's got the better pick, but the next 2 are good, though. Right?
Yeah, they're okay.
They're okay. I don't know. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, you can pick whatever you want, to be honest.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll move into the captaincy matrix now. Long term, the one thing I wanted to point out to you guys is kind of the structure that we're looking to move towards. Now, basically in the 20s, what do we need to start to be looking to get to in the 20s? And it's obviously Cole Palmer. That's the guy we need to watch because from 21, I really like the fixtures. Fulham away in 21, Brentford at home in 22, then Palace, West Ham, Wolves, Leeds, and Burnley in a row. Everybody's going to have Cole Palmer at that point for those fixtures. And it's basically, who do you shift out to afford him is the question. Do you shift out Foden? Now, if you look above, you look at the City fixtures, they are still good till around 24-ish. So you could probably make that swap in 24 unless you want to get Foden early. I think Bruno Fernandes is just he's a perma keep, he's a season hold. And Bukayo Saka, that's the thing, you can't really sell Saka in 23 because that's when the fixtures start to turn for Arsenal. So just keep in mind how you're going to be looking to get to Cole Palmer in and around the early 20s. It probably will be sacrificing Phil Foden, guys. I don't know what your thoughts are.
I'll be sacrificing Bruno Fernandes for Cole Palmer, not Phil Foden or not Bukayo Saka.
Okay. Stock?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know what's- Yeah.
When you've got budget enablers like Dewsbury, Hall, Elliott, Anderson, and you've only got 2 strikers, you don't even need to sacrifice, to be honest.
Well, it's you
Like, if you
can't
had to,
you can't own Haaland, Saka, Palmer, Bruno, and Foden. Like it won't work. It's too
you can.
much.
You can. You can.
I guess we'll
What you
have
have
to
to
see.
sacrifice. No, you can. What you have to sacrifice in order to achieve that is double Arsenal defense. And now, if you look at the fixtures, you've got to ask yourself: is double Arsenal defense with all these injuries and the possible rotation, is it worth sacrificing? That's the question you have to ask yourself.
But why do you need to sacrifice double Arsenal D when you can sacrifice Saka and get Rice?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He said you can't have Saka, Bruno, Palmer, Odin, and Haaland. I'm saying you can sacrifice his double Arsenal defense. Or you can have
Here's
double
some,
Arsenal defense. So in what you pointed out, which is correct, in order to still have double Arsenal defense and to gain Palmer with Foden, with Haaland, with Palmer, with Bruno, you drop Saka to Rice. In that run, when would you captain Saka?
25, maybe 24. It'll be between Saka and Palmer in the 24-25 run. 26-27 is probably Palmer.
If Palmer's fit, he's the captain in 25. Let's be honest, it's Wolves. They're shocking.
Yeah.
If Palmer's fit, the captain him at home to West Ham, surely, as opposed to Leeds away.
Maybe. Yeah, I do see what you're saying.
23 is Haaland.
23 is Haaland, yeah.
22, like, I don't know, man. If you don't see yourself captaining him, then it's just good to have an open mind as to if he's going to just tick along in your team, potentially drop him to Rice, who's ticking along exactly the same as him for 3 million less.
Yeah. No, I understand the theory. I just, at some point, I expect Saka to do not exactly what Foden did, but to do something similar in terms of, I think he will start to explode a bit more, and I think it will be closer to this period. When, the title race is, these are the games you really have to win. I expect Saka's output to get there at the end. I've said this from Gameweek 1. I'm backing him for 200 points this season, and I expect him to hit that. I just think his output has been ticky, and maybe the opportunity to take him on is now, but I still have to own him if he's fit for this period, because this is going into
not
time.
now.
It's been 15 weeks, Benjy, man. It's been 15 weeks, Benjy. I don't know how much longer you can wait for him to be able to get back to his form and give you that 200 points that you so much wanted.
But he's been returning for us. I don't know what the issue is.
He's been returning 4 points. I could have easily grabbed the Defcon defender and Anderson and matched that, or even Richards. So I don't know why you're bragging about his returns. So
all I'm saying is I'm expecting him to hit a patch of form, and I think it could be that run. I think if you wanted to sell him after Wolves, you can.
Benjy, if Saka was to do what he was supposed to do for his price tag, I wouldn't be sitting in 1 million. Let's just put it that way.
I get it.
Saka, aren't you concerned with Madueke? Like, when Madueke is fit, he's a left or right hand side, and that is Saka's position. And Madueke is playing well when he comes on. And
with Trossard being injured, I'm a bit less worried, Stark. I don't know if you can hear me. With Trossard being injured, I'm a bit less worried because Madueke can get minutes on the left, and Martinelli and Madueke can share the minutes on the left wing. And then obviously Odegaard and I'd say Eze probably would share minutes there in the 10.
So what's Trossard's injury, if you don't mind me asking?
We don't know. It doesn't give us anything. All we know is he came on, scored against Villa, then came off again, and he was just back from injury, so he'll probably be out for a bit. But anyways, he will be back, and that Stark is right. The one concern I have with Bukayo Saka is his minutes going to be as strong as a Phil Foden's? And if they aren't, then he's not going to be worth it at all. So I will be monitoring his minutes over the next sort of 4 or 5 weeks, and if I don't like what I see, I will sell him. But ultimately, I think he's gotten his rest.
The selling point would be 19 for Saka, in my opinion.
Yeah, midweek. Yeah, makes sense.
If he was to drop him to Rice.
Yeah.
No, so then you've got 3 good games for him to prove to you that I'm the pen taker. I take set pieces. I can get double-digit returns 2-3 weeks in a row. Not Declan Rice can match me or even outscore me for 3 weeks in a row for 3
But
million.
Stock, I don't even think he would get the opportunity to get the double-digit hold though, because you have to remember for that Sunderland game, he actually got the 90 minutes, right? That's why he was able to hit DEFCON and he was able to get the goal and then become and get that 12-pointer that he did. If in these type of games like Brighton's and Everton's, if the game is done or if they're winning by 1-0 and they're just managing the game or they're winning by 2, something like that, I could see him come off right and get
Is Kayman
for Champions League
disconnecting
or
for
whatever,
you?
or this like what promised when he was born.
Wait, I thought it was a
Then
me
he
issue.
can't hit DEFCON. That's one route taken out of the way.
Yeah, it's also for me, Kayman. I think you're disconnecting a bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm having issues. I'm having issues on the thing. It's very laggy for me. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I
I thought it
think
was me, by the
no,
way.
it's
I was
not.
like, oh shit.
It's not
very
you,
laggy
Stock.
for me. I
It's
don't
not
know
you.
why.
I think it'll calm down, hopefully.
I'm so glad I don't own Semenyo though.
My internet
That's one asset I'm glad I don't
fine,
own.
Why?
Because just look at his run. Okay, Burnley sticks out.
But you guys go ahead. I'll mute. You guys go ahead.
Semenyo, the fixture for him, obviously 17, Burnley. It sticks out. It's a great fixture. Outside of that, I just think the fixtures are quite poor until 24.
No, you're right. I think Semenyo is probably a sell after Burnley/Brentford. I'm personally looking to sell him. Like I've already talked about it. Probably go to Cunha. Anything else here, boys? Stock. What do you think
No.
about Palmer? When do you think the entrance is? Or do you need to see more from him? I saw somebody in the chat says Palmer has to perform first. I think that's true, right?
I think that's a valid point. Costs a lot of money. Chelsea, listen, as a Chelsea fan, I think there's certain ways as a fan where you can accept losing because you either win or you lose. You can have a great game, play well, not put your chances away. But we've been awful. We've been absolutely dog shit the last 3 games. Some stupid decisions by the manager. Keeps playing Tosin, who is literally a fraud. Don't know why that guy ever touches the football pitch. Hope he never wears a Chelsea top ever again in his life. I hate him. So yeah, just a lot of question marks around us, and the fixtures aren't great really until I'd say 19.
No, I agree.
And even then, they're not great. They're just decent.
Okay, it's captaincy time. 3 options. Haaland away to Palace on the Sunday. Bruno Fernandes Monday night. Once again, Bournemouth at home. And Bukayo Saka Saturday, and it's actually an 8 o'clock kickoff UK time. It's an evening game at the Emirates. Historical records, most recent at the top and oldest at the bottom, are on the right-hand side of the players. In terms of rest, I've given Saka 7 nights, but he did come on for 20 minutes against Bruges, so it's not a perfect clean slate 7 nights of rest. He did travel, but still he didn't start, which is a good sign. It's a good sign for his minutes as well. In terms of the big 7, where is the EO going to be? It's actually going to be with Bukayo Saka this week. I only have seen FPL Raptor on Erling Haaland at the moment. Everybody else is on Bukayo Saka. So, and it does make sense. In terms of Rob T's predictions, Arsenal are boasting the highest clean sheet odds and the highest projected goals out of any week, any fixture this season. So that's how high the markets are on this game. Erling Haaland, he does have a perfect record at Selhurst Park, including a game against Glasner's Palace last season. Home and away, he's actually never blanked a start against Crystal Palace, apart from the FA Cup final. So that's interesting. Wolves, obviously the best fixture. I'd say Bournemouth is probably the next best fixture after that. You can see defensive line ranked there, averaging the 2nd highest line in the league at the moment. Palace actually averaging the 2nd deepest line. Thoughts, guys?
An interesting fact.
Can you guys hear me? I'm having some internet issues. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you better now.
So go on, Stock. You go on, Stock.
Eze and Saka are both 19% owned. So Saka is still he must still be a big differential, essentially.
Yeah.
So in terms of the EO, I'm not sure if will he even be above 60% EO.
I've got him projected around 60 to 70% EO. Because he has also been bought this week. He already rose in price. I think he's got like 100k transfers in. Or more.
It's definitely an opportunity to take on Haaland. But then again, like if Saka's 19% owned, it's the old EO conundrum. If you captain Haaland, you gain from him. You wouldn't want him to blank, and then whatever Saka gets, you'll gain from it anyways. But I did that last week, and I hate myself for it because I knew I should have captained Bruno, and I would have gained so many more points on the field.
Yeah, you were actually
Also
hot on
terrible.
it, Stock. You were hot on taking on Haaland.
I'll be captaining Saka.
100% locked in.
Yeah, Wolves are shit. Easy.
But do you...
For me, I think Saka is the standout option, but I think that might be a bit due to the fact that obviously recency biased. But it's one of those things with to ask me what's the safest captain, I'll still say Haaland is the safest captain this week. If someone is sitting in the top 10k, top 15, 20k, I think I would play the EO game there and go with Haaland. It is not as bad as it may look Palace away. They are quite weak. If Sarr is not available, if there's Munoz, which we know is out, and they're also, I think, playing a midweek game, 2-day turnaround. I'm scared to just have Haaland for that game. I'm also scared to take on Foden, to be honest with you, because I wouldn't be surprised if Palace were to lose 2-3-0.
Yeah, I think Palace concede twice. I don't know about more than twice, but I think Palace do concede 2 goals. I do think the opportunity's there, but I don't know. Saka hasn't impressed me recently, but I do think the fixture is very, very good. It's also nice to have 8 o'clock in the evening, Saturday night to watch your cap, right, Kayman? It's a nice time.
Yeah, can I just say one more thing about Saka, by the way? I don't know if you guys saw on the media. I watched quite a few outlets mention that can Madueke take the starting spot ahead of Saka, and that's been on the media and British media. And I'll tell you something about British media, something really funny. They are very quick to forget. They're very quick to forget, and the prime example is what happened with recently with Mo Salah, and I don't want to get too much into it. And with Bukayo Saka, the fact that after Eze scoring 2 goals versus Club Brugge, by the way, the fact that major media outlets, Sky Sports and whatnot, are questioning should Madueke replace Saka as a starter for Arsenal Football Club, who's been the talisman and serving for the last 5 to 6 years, if I'm mistaken, is crazy to me. Just crazy reactionary to me. Insanity. I mean, if Saka was to see that clip, if I'm Saka, I'm going in there scoring a hat-trick. And that's not because he's my captain or anything, but as a human being,
Yeah.
if I was to be a competitor, like a footballer, right? And if I was to hear that on the media, I'm going in there and putting my stamp on that game, bro. I don't care what it takes. I'm scoring a brace, no matter what.
I do think that
But yeah.
Madueke doing well is good for Saka, because I think he needs to know that there is someone behind him, he's not been good enough.
Yeah.
And Arsenal fans, I've even heard them say it, he's not been at the good soccer levels that we all know. So I think a bit of competition can help him. Right now in the chat, I put out a Gameweek 6 best captain poll. Saka's at 86%, Haaland at 14. Nobody has gone for Bruno. Discomfort said 95% Saka, 5% Hincapi. Is there any opportunity for an Arsenal defender cap this week, guys, or not for you?
The question will be who, because we don't know which one is available.
No, we know
Except for
two.
Skelly.
We know 2 who will start. That's Hincapi and Skelly.
That's boring though. It's not Timber, it's not Gabriel, it's not it's not Calafiori. They're not, those are exciting high ceiling picks. Like you're talking about Hincapi, like handicap man. We're talking about handicap man and R. Kelly. What are we talking about here? Like, come on.
Okay. If you say so.
Even if you say so, you watch handicap play football, bro. Come on, bro.
I
Guys
like
got mistakes in
Hincapi.
him, bro.
I think
He's okay. He's okay. He's got
Yeah.
He's good. Yeah.
Cool.
He's got mistakes in him. He's not Gabriel or Saliba, but yeah.
So just final stock on Saka. Cayman on.
Saka, bro.
Oh. Wow.
What do you mean? Oh, bro, like.
I thought you were
What do you mean,
Erling
oh, bro? Of
Haaland
course I'm
guy,
gonna be
bro.
Saka.
I thought it was
No,
permacap.
bro. Come on, bro.
Okay.
I respect Palace defense, bro. Just one thing is putting me off is Sarr. If Sarr is not available, I'm gonna get a bit more twitchy. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit twitchy, because I don't know like who can hurt them then. Sorry.
Sarr isn't a. What do you mean Sarr?
No, apparently, no. The reason why I'm saying that is because apparently Glasner said that he's done. There's positive signs that it seems that he can basically return earlier and be ready for City. That was the report last week. I'm not sure if there's anything latest come out, but there is a chance that he could be available for City.
There is.
So I think that would be a boost for them.
It's like 5%. We already touched on Cayman's free hit. Just a reminder, guys, of how it's looking. Triple Arsenal, triple Chelsea, 1 Fulham, Semenyo, Ekitike, Thiago Haaland. I expect this to change, hopefully.
Yeah.
I expect to
Just
see.
Mbemo probably.
I expect to
Yeah.
see
Mbemo.
at least one Portuguese player in this team by the
No,
deadline.
none.
Um,
None. Zero.
I
Absolute
don't know why
no
you're
chance.
doing this to yourself, Kayman.
No chance.
But
No
you can't.
chance.
You
No
shouldn't be
way.
playing with bias.
It's not biased, guys. I'm sorry. This is Bournemouth are gonna be front foot football, right? Bruno cannot leave his post and go to the freaking other opposition box. All of a sudden, we're gonna be a man down,
He can,
and
bro.
Casemiro with his no legs and man, what is gonna be in 1v4. Bruno has to stay in his post. Stick to your damn position, Bruno. Play a DM, bro, like you're told to do. For fuck's sake, man. Pissing me
Mason
off.
Mount, though, with the addition of Mason Mount, you can be a bit more
Oh
roaming. I
God!
noticed it against
Don't do
Wolves.
this
Like
to the start.
Mason
Don't do
Mount
this.
was actually really good against Wolves. I thought.
Yeah,
Well, it's
he's.
Wolves, isn't it?
I think the Mount that I'm seeing this season. This is the Mason Mount I expected. He's looked so class, man. And I was a
It's just his
huge Mason
passing.
fan.
His passing, like there was his first time like volley pass that he did to I think Mbumo's class. The way he was turning out and shifting the
Do you know
ball.
what? Do you know what it is? Is it maybe it's my bias, but I don't notice him on the pitch, bro. I'm sorry, I don't notice him on the pitch, bro. I don't know
It's
why.
Kayman. It's because you've been watching SofaScore, not actual footy. That's the reason.
Nah, bro. Listen, I swear I see
Don't
more
lie,
Casemiro
Kayman.
doing good things.
Don't lie.
No. Listen, I swear I see Casemiro absolutely bossing the midfield. I see Mbemo just missing chances for fun. I see Cunha just getting shook all of a sudden. Ahmad cooking people, but Mount is just one of those ones. He's like a silent. He's been silent under the radar. That's been doing well. So
Yeah.
shout out to him, man.
Stark,
But,
let's come to your team selection. Few moves for you this week.
Hey, yeah, man. 3 transfers used. Things had to change, man. Things had to change. Eze, I kept him for this fixture. I'm so glad he was rotated. I'm really frustrated that I didn't captain Bruno Fernandes. How did Chow's clean sheet get wiped out, by the way? That's just so frustrating. Like 10 men Burnley. 10 fucking men Burnley at home. Are you serious?
Thank God for Dan Burn, bro.
Don't get it, man.
Unbelievable.
Don't get it, man.
When it's not your season, it's not your season, Stark, man. It's not looking good, brother. It's not looking good.
But Stark's team is looking a lot better for this week. He's got Eze as a differential. He's got the Brentford guys. Are you gonna play O'Reilly or Van de Ven? Which one?
No, man. What's the first kickoff? 3:00?
Yeah.
City?
No. City's Sunday game. Sunday 2 p.m.
I don't know, bro. I honestly don't know. I think I'll just play this team. Might bring in an Arsenal defender. It depends. Yeah, like I said, I can do Eze to Palmer for free, like in one move. And then you go Benjy, I'd have Haaland, Foden, Saka, Bruno, and Palmer, mate.
Yeah, it's the defense. Defense is a sacrifice, but
Exactly.
that's
your
why
defense is like you have no premium defender at all.
Now I understand
You
why
have
he
no
went for
premium.
Anderson last week. I get it now, bro. He's preparing for his boy, bro. Oh my God. He's prepared.
Mate, Elliot Anderson's a beast, man. Look at this DEFCON machine, bro.
Another 4
Bro, bring KDH in here, bro. KDH is another one that's Mr. Inevitable, bro.
Yeah, KDH. He's gonna be an interesting pick in a few weeks. This is me. I just scraped a green arrow thanks to Bruno Fernandes, 18-pointer. Kept in dry. He delivered for me in the final week. I'm a bit annoyed because obviously Dewsbury Hall has just dunked on him for way less, like 1.5 mil less, but there's nothing we can do. Team I feel is in a good position. Bench boost 17 in the works. And this week I have done in dry to Foden. I did it before price rise, and I sold Dan Burn for Vandenberg. Yeah, I know I don't really expect Brentford to keep a clean sheet, but I'm just gonna play fixtures here. And then if we get any news on Timber, I might use a third transfer on Timber, but I have enough bench cover probably this week. So yes, let's look at the peer pressure team. If you guys don't know about peer pressure as an idea, it's part of the whole concept. It's our podcast team. All 3 of us make decisions on it. We finished on a red arrow down to 1.7 mil. We've got some work to do, but we got 5 free transfers to kind of fix up a few things, which is nice. I think we need to look at the strikers. Does anybody have any bank decisions?
Foden's rising again tonight.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
He can't. He's already risen 3 times this week.
No, he hasn't. He's only risen twice.
Yeah, this game week's twice.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's
This
really
is
It's
hard.
ridiculous,
insane.
bro.
It's actually insane what's happening, bro.
Okay.
Bro, the way we
Oh
went
my God.
Doku, we really went Doku over Foden, man. My gosh.
Yes. Bye-bye, Benjy. Bye-bye.
Oh man, I'm never gonna win that
Bye,
veto
Tata.
back, bro. I'm so
You're not
sick of
getting
this
that veto
game.
back, bro.
Whoever it doesn't land on is the winner.
Yes.
Kayman
Yes,
got
yes,
the
yes,
decision again. Okay.
Finally get some luck,
King
bro.
Kayman
Yeah,
has the
That's
luck.
why. So that's why we keep getting red arrows. Interesting.
Yes, sir.
No, wait. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So this is the team this
Oh, I
week.
gotta decide here, man.
0.5 mil in the
Yeah,
bank,
bro.
5 free transfers. But guys, we have some big guests coming. Let's try to save a bit so they can make some moves. We don't want to waste everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
I'm
I
looking
think,
at Stock
Mateta has
there
to
because
go now.
Stock likes to go crazy. He
Bro, I
likes to
should
go
have sold
crazy.
Mateta last week, bro. I think I should have sold him last week, to be honest. His time might be up. I think Doku's still fine. I think Doku will start, but obviously it's not Foden, right? I think Mateta has to go, but formation. Our midfield is good. We need an Arsenal defender.
Oh shit! I keep forgetting we got 5 free transfers.
Yeah. So, well, I get to make one decision, right?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Okay.
Yo,
okay,
Mateta needs to go.
No, he needs to go. He needs to go. Yeah, he's on Foden
He's got to
right
go
now.
this week. I don't care.
Okay, Thiago, bring Thiago in. Let's go.
Okay. He's very expensive.
Bro, what?
He's 7 mil now, by the way.
But these fixtures, look at the fixtures he's got coming up, bro.
Okay. I'm not gonna complain. Is that your
Yeah,
decision?
bring Thiago.
That's your decision.
Yeah, that's my
yeah?
decision. Bring Thiago in. Yeah, that's my decision done. Bring Thiago in. Bam. Boom. That's it.
Okay, cool.
What? The Leeds at home? Like, come on, you gotta
We'll
come
take
in, bro. You
that.
gotta come in.
Are we gonna keep Woltemade or what, guys? What are we thinking?
I think you gotta keep him, bro. For Sunderland, you gotta keep him. If you are in it with him, you keep him, bro. But anyways, that's just my opinion. But yeah,
We do have enough to sell Delict now. I think Delict's got to go. I'm sorry, Chai, but
he's gotta go for sure. He's got to go.
He's gotta
go. Like gotta go now. I don't know why he was picked to begin with. I won't.
He's gotta
The
go
guy's
now.
gotta go right now, bro. He has to
I
go
don't know.
now, bro.
I don't know what Chai was smoking that night.
I don't know why he was cooking that day, bro.
He was smoking
Oh
that
my
Thomas Frank
God.
zoot, bro.
Thomas Frank juice, bro. But look, we got Anderson. That's a good defender. Thiago, a good upcoming fixtures. I think just Arsenal is the one that's missing
yeah.
right
I
now,
think
obviously.
we play Anderson, Thiago, and
And whoever we get in for
whoever we get for
that's what
Dele.
we-
I think go Hincapi, no? What do you think?
You see, the handicap,
do you
man, I'm
think,
not a big
Sok?
fan of. I would have said Calafiori, but obviously he's not available. But
I co-sign Hincapi, to be fair.
yeah, I get it. I
Okay.
get it because there's like no one else is nailed. I get it. Yeah, fuck it. It is what it is. Just it is what it is.
Okay.
Move
It's
him
not
to
the most
Gabriel when
sexiest
the
thing.
time.
Yeah.
Just move him to Gabriel when the time comes, when Gabriel's fit and you've
Yeah, I don't
just
mind.
got
Let's
the
go.
centre back.
Yeah,
Bang.
that's it.
Okay, so
yeah,
Anderson
do you
over
guys wanna do anything
Richards. Dubravka
Yeah.
or Petro?
I'm playing
Dubravka.
Dubravka personally this week.
Yeah, me too.
Dubravka, yeah.
I'd agree with that. Okay. Is there anything else we want to do? Captaincy. Soccer, right?
Captaincy, yeah, Saka for me. Let's just
Sok?
try to get some great arrows with this team, guys.
Yeah, Saka.
Soccer, Vice on Haaland.
Yep, I think that's how I'll do
I
it.
think Doku
Yep.
might be benched. Should we start Elliot Anderson?
If Doku might be benched, then why are we keeping him?
For West Ham at home next week, bro. It's a great fixture. Fuck, we don't have
Okay,
Foden.
okay.
Oh my goodness. It's
Yeah,
okay,
but
we don't need Foden. We don't need Foden, bro.
yeah, I mean not this week. I mean maybe next week, but obviously he's going up like
So
this.
final
skyrocketing
decision,
right now.
Doku versus Elliot Anderson. What are you guys saying?
I would go with
I like
Doku.
I like Elliot Anderson, man.
I'd go with Anderson purely because
Defcon.
what do you expect from Doku away against Palace, even if he does play?
Versus that guy, what's his name? Klein. I think he's gonna cook Klein, bro, and he's gonna feed Haaland so he can get an assist.
That's true, actually. That's very true. He's playing
Yeah.
Klein. Yeah, we'll keep Doku.
He's playing Klein, bro. It's not Munoz, bro. He's cooking him,
shit.
bro.
Oh, yeah, that's
Klein,
true.
bro. I'm telling you, bro. He's
That's
gonna
true,
cook
that's
his
true.
shit, bro. I'm telling
Okay,
you.
we can lock this in then. I'm happy to lock that team in. A good team.
Yeah, bro.
Sweet.
Bro, I'm scared to take on Haaland, man. I'm scared, bro. I'm scared, guys. Oh my God.
You're
bro.
scared to take on Haaland. Okay, we'll take a few
Yeah, bro.
questions.
Palace are weak, bro. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
but bro, Palace are still gonna do their defensive jazz, right? They're gonna do their
Bro, I might switch last minute and just go Haaland and just finesse all of you, man.
yeah. You can finesse yourself, bro, without Bruno on your free hit. Bro.
Ah,
Crazy guy.
Benjy. Hey, this guy, Benjy, look at him, look at him.
I tried to help him, guys. I promise you, we were in the Patreon Discord. Shout out, go check it. First link in the video description. We were cooking up Kayman's moves, and it was 2 minutes before price changes. I said, "Go Bruno, bro." He said, "Nah, I can't fucking stand him, man." And he put in Bumo in his team. The rest is history, guys. The rest is history. Okay, I've seen one question from FPL Daily. Mateta to who? I already have Haaland and Thiago. For me, it's Guiu. Oh, yeah. Final question for stock, actually. Guiu, is he going to start this week?
Might. Like, he could. Wouldn't be surprised.
I think it would be to Guiu and
JP's
then get the money up. FPL Daily. That's personally what I would do. Cool. We can end it there. Any final thoughts, boys?
Oh, hopefully I can get some green arrows finally, man.
Yeah, you need to get one United mid in. One United mid in.
Yeah. One will be in there. One will be in there,
and
bro.
Liverpool, bro, come on, man. You're asking for pain.
We'll think
Mate,
about
I'd
that
have Welbeck. I'd have Welbeck, mate. Target Liverpool. That's why you're free hitting to play triple Brighton, no?
True. Now, you know what? I'll reconsider the Welbeck pick. I think good feedback, though. Thank you, guys. I think United mid is needed.
No worries.
It may be that I end up going with United mid as well as Semenyo and just burn off Ekitike. Maybe that scenario, but we'll see.
Sweet. All right. Thank you guys for watching.
Right.
Don't forget to hit subscribe and like, comment on your way out. We'll speak to you next week. We will have a guest for next week's episode as well. And it's going to be a big pod. I'll be on bench boost. Not sure if there's any other chips being active, but yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.